right? Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, Bahasham, Kakwadash. All right, double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, whom taught us this truth. Shalom to the brothers and the very few sisters seeking and pushing Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, Bahasham, Kakwadash, in truth and in sincerity. All right, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, right, desire was me, Lord willing, the lesson be edifying, correct and direct to feed the lambs of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, Bahasham, Kakwadash. All right, I'm the brother Adonia from the GMS Chicago branch. And, I pretty much titled this lesson, which Lord willing is going to be like a series, because I started to read the scriptures over, and as I'm reading, I just wanted to take my time, get the understanding from the apostles, the elders, get the breakdown. So I just started back in Genesis, and so I was watching the elder apostles breakdown of Genesis, the first chapter, the second chapter, the third chapter, the fourth chapter, the fifth chapter, etc. All right, and I'm gonna try to follow along as they give the understanding and the breakdowns. All right, so I pretty much titled the series to teach correctly, as I'm getting the correct breakdowns, the milk, the sincere milk, the simple breakdowns to have your understanding, my understanding, the understanding that the Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Mashiach gave to our apostles, our elders. As I'm getting it, I'm just going to, recite it back unto Yasharallah, man. All right, so I titled it to teach correctly. All right, so things that are difficult to understand or disputed amongst Jakes or whatsoever it may be, as I'm going through the scriptures, I'll try to clear it up as I get the understanding from the apostles, the elders on down. All right, so it's going to be a read-along, and when things come up that the Spirit tell me to expound upon through the understanding that the apostles, the elders gave to the body, I'll speak on it. All right, so this is the book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse 1. In the beginning, the Most High, it says, in the beginning, God, I'll read it verbatim first and then go into the words. It says, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. All right, so the first verse, all right, you have to get the understanding on what it's talking about, because the English is the latest form language. All right, so language made up of other languages as well. All right, in the Holy Scriptures, the Bible has been translated and transliterated from one language onto another. All right, ultimately now ending in English. All right, you have to go into the words in their pure form to get the most understanding that you can. It says, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. All right, so the heavens and the earth were created by God. All right, and when you get this word God, all right, in the scriptures, all right, in the Hebrew, this word Alahayim, all right, and you get the meaning of it. What it says it's a plural form. All right, so if it's a plural form, it's meaning many beings, even though in the English it says God. All right, many beings, rulers, judges, divine ones, angels, gods, etc. All right, so who is this God that they're talking about? It's talking about Yahweh Shai. It's talking about Yahweh Shai and the angels, and it expounds upon that, all right, all throughout the scriptures. But this is the book of John, chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Yeah, so who is that Word? Yahweh Shai is the Word, the truth, and the life, man. Let's see, I am. So like, I'll try to get it. I ain't no way, the truth. I ain't no way. I ain't no way. Well, that was a good one, though. But this, the book of John, chapter 5, verse 24, it says, verily, verily, I say unto you, he that heareth my word and believeth on him that hath sent me hath everlasting life, shall not come into condemnation, but is passed from death unto life. All right, so that's a good one, man. The Lord's words. See, I come in a volume of the book. So Yahweh Shai is the word. This the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 7. Then said I, lo, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me to do thy will, O power. All right. And, this is talking about Yahushua. Yahushua being that sacrifice. All right. Yahushua being that ultimate sacrifice. All right. He is that word, So when it say in John, when it says, in the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and the word was God, it's speaking about Yahushua. All right. That word is Yahushua. Okay. Yahushua is the word, And so with this Genesis, the first chapter being, right, a plural word, this word God being a plural word, the scriptures answered itself. It says, okay, in the beginning was God. In John 1:1, it says what? The word was God. And that word is talking about Yahushua, because he come in the volume of the book, So in the beginning, Yahushua and the angels, all right, his, the elect, which I get that too. Beginning. Because, and the elect, all right, the Alahayim, the powers, this is the book of John, chapter 15, verse 27, and ye also shall bear witness, because ye have been with me from the beginning, right? So it speaks about those that be revealed that's with him, all right? Yahushua said, they were thine, and thou hast given them unto me, all right? So this plural form, Alahayim, this plural form of God, it's talking about Yahushua and the elect, man, the angels, man. All right, those who left their first estate and what? Now they gonna be redeemed and saved, all right, in these latter days, So it say in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. It's talking about Yahushua and the angels, man. All right, verse 2, and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the spirit of the Alahayim, the powers, the plural form God, which in the English is a single word, but in the pure Hebrew, it's Alahayim, powers, plural. It says, and the spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, let there be light, and there was light. All right. And God saw the light, and that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness. All right, which is self-explanatory, man. It's talking about that light. And it's just talking about, the light that we see. Darkness. You see, it's darkness is a tone. Light is a tone. All right. Most High created these things. All right. The power, Yahushua and the angels, through Yahweh's blueprint, created everything that we see. Light, the things that we don't see. All right. Verse 5, it says, and Alahayim, the powers, plural, called the light day. In the darkness he called night, right? So we have a day, we have a night, and the evening and the morning were the first day. Right. So the evening to the morning, let's say that's the first day. So every evening, when the sun go down, it's just another day, man. When that darkness comes in, it's another day, man. All right, it says, and the Most High, all right, God, Alahayim, plural, said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. And the Most High made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was called, and it was so. And the Most High, Alahayim, powers, plural, called the firmament heaven. And the evening and the morning were the second day, right? So, all right, you got the heaven, you got outer space, the Mayim, the waters, all right, Shemayim in heaven, all right? That's what the word is, Shemayim in the heavens. Let the waters under, you'll see, if you go into this word waters, all right, waters, Mayim, heaven, Shemayim, all right, heavens, all right, waters, waters, Mayim, let the waters be divided from the waters, let the heavens, outer space, be divided from the realm that we dwell in, man. All right, it's a barrier that separates the outer space, the heavens, the waters, all right, Shemayim, from what? Our realm, all right, the earthly realm, It says, and the Most High said, let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear, and it was so. And the Alahayim called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters called he seas, and the Alahayim saw that it was good, right? So you got dry land, you got water, etc. And pretty much moving forward, every time it says God, All right, and that word is Alahayim. I'm just going to say Alahayim because it's a plural word. It means multiple plural judges, multiple plural angels. All right, starting with Yahweh Shai. Verse 11, and Alahayim said, let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth. And it was so, yeah. So you got the trees, you eat an apple with seeds in the apple. All right, let the earth bring forth grass, the fruit tree, the herb yielding seed. All right, all of the greenery that we see. All right, the Lord created it. You know, He saw it was good. He put everlasting reproducing fruits in the earth, man. It's beautiful. You know, you eat an apple, you could make an apple tree out of that and get more apples, man. It's beautiful. All right, it says, in the evening and the morning were the third day. It says, and the Alahayim said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. And the Alahayim made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also, and the Alahayim set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And the Alahayim saw that it was good. Yeah, so the Lord made the sun and the moon. All right, two separate lights, two separate, lights, man, and well, He put the sun to rule the day and the moon to rule the night, man, and that's why, the moon in itself is a light, which is, they try to say that the moon gets the lights from the sun, which is folly, because even when there's no moon, all right, there's still light. You can still walk out. It's not complete darkness. All right, that's what, He said. What? It's not a complete darkness, but what? It's a lesser light, the moon, which is for signs and times and seasons. When it's a full moon, when it's a whole moon, all right, it's the second week, the 14th day. When it's a new moon, it's the first day or the last day of the month, man. When it's when you see no light, all right, from the moon, but it still be light in the earth, man, Which, so that's just the creation of the sun and the moon, man, which is a beautiful thing. Verse 20, and Alahayim said, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that have life, and fowl that may fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven. And Alahayim created great whales and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And Alahayim saw that it was good. And Alahayim blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters and the seas, and let fowl multiply in the earth. In the evening and the morning were the fifth day. Yeah, so it says, and Alahayim said, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that have life. All right, and this is how that specific phrase is how you know that. It's talking about all the creations, everything that moveth upon the earth, man. All right, from man unto beasts, unto the fowls, unto the creeping things. All right, and the scriptures, pretty much, as you read the scriptures, you get that understanding from it, man. It's the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 6 and verse 47. So, and this is the actual understanding as you read the scriptures. This is what it's saying, to the best of the ability that the apostles and elders gave, unto the body, unto me. 2nd Esdras 6 and 47, upon the fifth day thou saidest unto the seventh part where the waters were gathered, that it should bring forth living creatures, fowls and fishes, and so it came to pass. For the dumb water and without life brought forth living things at the commandment of Yahweh, that all people might praise thy wondrous works. Then didst thou ordain two living creatures, the one thou callest Enoch, which Enoch is symbolic for man, it says, and the other Leviathan, and didst separate the one from the other for the seventh part, namely where the water was gathered together, might not hold them both. Unto Enoch, unto man, on his fifth day, all right, which when all the creatures were created, it says, unto Enoch thou gavest one part, which was dried up the third day, that he should dwell in the same part wherein are 1,000 hills, but unto Leviathan, which is a sea beast, a sea creature that rules the seas, man. You know, it says, but unto Leviathan thou gavest the seventh part, namely the moist, and hast kept him to be devoured, of whom thou wilt and when. And verse 50, it says, upon the sixth day, which goes into it that that was all on the fifth day when the Lord put, made a creature to create the land, and made a creature to create this to rule over the seas, made a creature to rule over land, Salakia, and made a creature to rule over the seas, you know, and the waters brought them forth, you know. It said that the water brought forth the moving creature that have life, which is man, which is beasts, you know. It's the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 20. It says, for the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who hath subjected the same in hope. Verse 19. Now I'm going to start at verse 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. For the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of God. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who hath subjected the same in hope. Right? So who's made subject unto vanity? Man. Man is made subject unto vanity, starting, Yasharallah, all right, Israel. All right, we transgress, you know, can't be perfect on this side. All right, so what? We had that expectation and hope that Yahweh Shai is going to deliver us from even our own bodies, man. You know, but, you know, this creature that is talking about, this same creature in Genesis, the first chapter, is talking about creation, all the creation that lives upon the earth, man. You know. So I'll just read it again. Genesis 1:20, and Elohim said, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that have life, which is all creation, including man, the sea creatures, the air creatures, the creeping things. All right. And Elohim said, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that have life, and fowl that may fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven. And Elohim created great whales and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly. It's like it. After their kind, and after every winged fowl after his kind, and Elohim saw that it was good. Yeah, so all creation the Lord created it in the waters, man. You know, it's not. Don't think too heavy about it. That's how the Lord wanted to do it. It says, in the evening and the morning were the fifth day. That's the fifth day when all creation was created, man. All right, even man included, and the land creatures as well. It says, and Elohim said, let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping thing, and beasts of the earth after his kind, and it was so. And Elohim made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And Elohim saw that it was good. So, but this is when the Lord, all right, that fourth day, the fifth day, the Lord was creating all the things, even the things that dwell on the earth. And on this sixth day, the Lord separated the land creatures from the water creatures, man. You know, the land creatures. He about to go into how he established the order of man upon the land creatures on the sixth day. All right, so things were being created in the waters on the fifth day, and on the sixth day, the Lord gave man order and put them upon, literally, physically set them upon the earth, man. You know. All right, and Elohim said, let us make man in our image, because they were created from the waters. And then on the sixth day, they were put upon the earth, all right, and given order on that sixth day. It says, and Elohim said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So the Elohim created man in his own image. In the image of the Elohim created he them, he him, male and female created he them. All right, created all of it. There's a multitude of men and women, males and females. All right, that's how you know what Adam, it says. This is when like men and women, a multitude of them were created, but the Lord had in the second chapter, it talks about Adam and Eve, who they were a chosen man and woman, you know. But on the sixth day is when the Lord created men and women in general. All right, in the first day, this is before they talk about Adam and Eve. This is upon the sixth day. It says, so the Elohim created man in his own image, in the image of Yahweh created he. So like in the image of the Elohim created he him, male and female created he them. All right, so that's man and woman. On the sixth day, he set them over the land, and all the land creatures upon the land. Verse 28, and Elohim blessed them, and Elohim said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. Yeah, then this is what it's talking about, that image. It's not talking about, because it's a variety of people, that look differently, man. This image is talking about it gave them order. What? It's telling you what it means. He say, so in the image of the Elohim, let us make them in our image. He blessed them, saying, be over the earth and subdue it, man. Be over the creatures. All right, you gonna rule this creation that I created. Verse 29, Elohim said, behold, I have given you every herb-bearing seed which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat, which is talking about physical food. And to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to every creeping, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat. And it was so. It was talking about literal physical things. That's why you see the creatures, well, like the worms, they go and they dig into the apples. You got the giraffe, get stuff off the tree. The fruits, the vegetables, the herbs are food and meat, and they can sustain you, your appetite. Verse 31, and Elohim saw everything that he made, and behold, it was very good. In the evening and the morning were the sixth day. So yeah, that's breaking down that Genesis, the first chapter. This is how you teach it correctly, even with the precepts. Majority of the time it just talks about what that fifth day and the sixth day. The fifth day, the creatures were made. The sixth day, the Lord put man and brought things onto the earth. The fifth day, the Lord knew he was going to put man over the earth and, Leviathan. But, they were just all created. They were just all created from the waters, man. And upon the sixth day, the Lord gave man order over creation and earth, man. Okay? Yeah, the resemblance, the likeness, it actually explained itself. You can't just get stuck on one. You got to see what happened during that day and what is it talking about, So, and this how man and woman was made on this day, because what it say? He say male and female created he them. That's a plural thing, So, all right, Yahweh, Bashim Al-Shai, Mashiach Ratazah, which means Lord willing, the lesson was edifying, correct, and direct to feed the lambs of Yahweh, Bashim Al-Shai, Mashiach, Bashim Kakwadash. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, Bashim Kakwadash. All right, double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom to the brothers and the various few sisters, seeking and pushing Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, Bashim Kakwadash, in truth and sincerity. Shalom, Wakam Yasharal, and the Baba.